It warmed up and there was some snow on the ground, and I went out to count my ammunition stack, and I noticed some mosquitoes, and one bit me, and about 28 days I took down with malaria, and I was in the hospital 3 weeks with that. But other than that, I spent all the time either on the, mostly on the combat line. We were in the, on the firing line 550 days, and we fired 380,000 rounds of 105 howitzer ammunition, 3,000 or 4,000 75 millimeter FO tank munitions and small arms and grenades and stuff. And that was a lot of ammunition. That's for the 27th, and there was 3 battalions, 3 batteries of ammunition. 6 guns to the battery, 18 guns to the 27th Field Artillery. And there was 2 other battalions, and altogether the 1st Armored Division fired almost 1 million rounds of 105 ammunition, and pretty much every bit of it was made over in West Burlington at the ordnance plant over there. And I had a few attacks of malaria after I got out, and they gave me a little old 10% disability pension for about a year, and they sent me to Macomb to a doctor down there, and he said that I didn't have any malaria germs, and I know I did. But anyway, my pension wasn't very much. Getting 10% of what I was making. As a buck sergeant, I was overseas 3 years. That give a little extra, and overseas pay was extra, and I was only making about 96 bucks a month then. So we weren't overpaid. But I don't know. All in all, there's one thing I want to say. Every morning when you wake up, thank God you live in the good old USA. Now that's about the extent of. I was in a situation. Our sea battery got overrun by tanks and infantry, and a lot of them were killed and captured, and they were across a little river at a town called Medjez El Bab, and I was slated to take ammunition to sea battery, and I got up there and they wouldn't let me cross this little bridge because things wasn't looking so good over on the other side. The Germans was just blowing our guns and half-tracks and everything all to pieces, and so I stayed up there till about midnight and went back to camp, and they woke me up in about 3 hours and told me to go back up to this town and pick up the ones that did make it back across the river. And so tried to get them to send another ammunition section up there, but they said, no, you know the way. So we loaded up and went up there, and we picked up about 65 men from our outfit and men from the infantry that got back across the river. And so the shells were still flying when we went up there, but every little old town had a kind of a circular, well, we'd have called it a square, I suppose, but we went in and turned around that, headed out and stopped and let out a yell, and they started coming out of the old buildings and things and loaded on, and we was really loaded when they